Just lost Zwift. There it is. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Virtual FMR Channel. My name is Clive Finnimore, and I'm going to be running Film My Run 500 with NoblePro on this stormy, windy, cold, wet evening here in Cornwall. It's absolutely chucking it down outside. I've had a mare at work this morning. Got to work this morning. A sink had split and leaked inside. The roof was leaking and there was water inside the building. So it's been an eventful day at work. How are we all? And now it's time for a bit of elevation. Get those legs going. 40-45 minutes of 12% elevation running. We will be off in about 30 seconds. Welcome along to Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. Thank you for joining. Here we go then, 10 seconds. Let's get the treadmill moving. Let's get the elevation up to 12%. I am happy I'm indoors tonight, I tell you. Good evening, Paul. Here we go then. Now, why on earth? Oh, I wonder what was going on then. I didn't put the right speed on. I was like, why on earth is my speed gone red? Here we go then. I'm at the back. Half the pack's run off. There's a couple here with me. There's Paul. Paul's in game with me. Hello, Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward's climbing the 500-metre hill tonight with me. Thanks for joining, buddy. I better catch up with Paul. Better catch up with him, innit? There he is. Let's have a little jog up. There's Paul. Right then, here we go. So we are currently at 5 kilometers per hour on the treadmill, running on 12% incline, which will give us 500 meters of elevation by the end of the event. I'm just going to start the watch as well on treadmill on the inside of the wrist tonight to compare the heart rate from my chest strap and my wrist based heart rate. Just give it a few minutes to settle down. Been having issues with my watch at park run. When I'm running to the absolute max, my heart rate should be at about 180, 185 at park run on Saturdays. And Strava, or the watch, is reading it as about 140. So as you can guess, my VO2 max says I'm absolutely fantastic, when I don't think it's quite as good as what it says. VO2 max 62, I don't think so. I think if my real heart rate was being recorded, it would be a bit lower. That's all right, Paul. Whatever you're comfortable with, buddy. Try and keep the heart rate down. Try and maintain the speed. And keep the heart rate down. So drop the elevation if you have to. Yeah, it is absolutely chucking down with rain outside today. There's flooding down in the garden. Ducks are loving it, mind you. Absolutely loving it. I've now noticed today that my gutters are blocked. So when this rain goes away, we'll have to go up with a small spade to dig out all the debris. I can hear it at the front of the garage behind me pouring down on the floor. As it says, use this time to get used to the feeling of the incline in your legs. So we're just walking this first 400 meters out. At the first arch, we will get up onto the balls of our feet and start to jog. Thinking about our form and trying to keep our heart rate down, breathing nice and steady. Paul Hayward says his VO2 max has been at 49. separate, just time to mix it up with a bit of incline. Nice one, Paul. However, on Garmin, I found out the other day, on treadmill setting, there isn't a VO2, it doesn't record VO2. And it doesn't record VO2 on virtual run. On trail run option, on a Garmin watch, you can actually turn the VO2 max recording on or off. So I've now turned it off on trail run, and I use that setting when I'm warming up, cooling down, or doing an outdoor steady slow run. And on run, apparently VO2 max on Garmin is on all the time. So when you're doing a hard effort outside, select run on your watch. If you're not doing a hard effort outside and you don't want your VO2 max to be affected, use trail, go into settings and run settings and switch it off. Here we go then. 150 metres to go to the first arch. I believe tomorrow's weather's going to be nice, and Thursday, so I'm off to the tool station in the morning to pick up some roof repair glue in the old gun and a tin of roof repair gloopy paint, and hopefully tomorrow at some point or Thursday I can get up on the flat roof at work and just fill every hole and crack I could see and paint over the lot. Unfortunately today it was a bit too wet. I took up a silicone gun, nothing happened. Tarpaulin was useless. Good evening, Tina Beard. Tina says hello, Clive and all. Are you still going out within real life run club, Tina? Is your weather as atrocious as it is here in Cornwall? Paul says hi, Tina. 150 beats per minute is the ballpark figure here. We try to keep it below that. I never achieve that, so my personal one is 160. If I can keep it under 160 by the end, I'll be happy. This event is supported by NoblePro treadmills, so thank you to NoblePro for supporting this event. Here we go then, Paul. Rise up into the balls of your feet. Let's get running. Up to 5.5 kilometers per hour we go. And so it begins. Oh, it's not quite as bad up where Tina is at the moment. Tina is going out with in real life run club tonight. So Tina won't be at Tina's Tuesday social, or as Niles likes to call it, Tina's Tuesday unsocial. Sebastian's on holiday, so he won't be there. Tina's going outside. And I'll be going off for my dinner in about an hour. After a shower, of course. And then we're going to wrap up nice and warm and waterproof to head down later on, put the ducks, chickens and seagulls away, battle the weather outside. Never known a night like it, and I'm not looking forward to the journey back neither. Anthony Anderson is leading Tina's Tuesday social tonight, so he'll be there. Treadmill running is great for monitoring your form because there are fewer distractions. So keep checking yourself, everyone. Shoulders down, head up, arms moving forward, not side to side. We ain't doing the twist tonight. We're doing the FMR500. Straight up the hill. I must ask Stephen to send me the orange version of the virtual FMR logo for a black background, because I'm thinking of picking up a black t-shirt and popping up to my local t-shirt printers and getting them to print it on it as a trial run, see what that's like. Go to park run with me virtual FMR top on. This run is called the Film My Run 500 because at 12% incline, you will climb 500 meters. Paul Hayward's just had a phone call, so he's been left behind. What's he dealt with that? For every 1 kilometer distance you climb, 120 meters up. What on earth was that? I've reset my watch to try and sort this heart rate issue out on the weekend. And I've got my earbud in because I'm listening to the live stream back. And it just told me a split, a 1K split. This funny voice just came on and said, lap 1. Never heard that before. I think before with my watch I turned all the notifications off and now they're all back on again. I've noticed a few strange things at the moment, like the morning report on the Garmin watch. Do you get that, Tina? I did turn it all off, but each morning now a report comes on telling me what the recommended event for the day is. This should be feeling relatively comfortable, but don't get overconfident. Tina says her phone does that and it drives her mad. So let's have the first heart rate check, shall we? Of the evening, both chest. So the chest heart rate monitor is currently reading 125. Wrist is 120. It'd be interesting to see what happens to my wrist heart rate tonight, because I've noticed at part run it doesn't seem to go over 150. And I know we'll end up at about 160 on this run, so we'll see what happens. Thought I lost the stream then, everyone. Paused at my end. A little bit of panic crept in. It's alright, I'm still here. I was starting to think the phone lines went down with this bad weather at the moment. It's pretty windy out there. 40, 50 mile an hour winds kicking around at the moment. It's quite noisy. Here we go then, approaching the next arch, at which we will go up to 6 kilometers per hour, maintaining 12% elevation. Up we go. For the next 1,000 meters, we'll be running at 6 kilometers per hour. Oh dear, Tina seems to be having a few issues with my whoosh at the moment. Tina says, my run last night on my whoosh never uploaded. The one on Strava was from her watch. Well, good job you put it on your watch as well, Tina. Because that way you didn't have to delete one, you could just leave it. I actually realised last night that when we run on my whoosh, it doesn't go to Garmin Connect. So I'm glad I was doing a treadmill run test on my watch last night, because I was able to save that into Garmin Connect, which I'll do each time now when we run on my whoosh. Tonight I am running a treadmill run on my watch, just to compare heart rates really, see what the difference is between the chest and the wrist. I will delete the duplicate off Strava. Don't want no free miles on there. No cheating on my watch. On my watch. Remember to keep your stride length short and cadence high. No lulling or bouncing. But springing's alright. Good evening everyone, if you haven't been here before, this is the virtual FMR channel. We run on virtual platforms such as Zwift and MyWhoosh, on the treadmill, live streaming to the channel every weekday, apart from Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays we go to park run and Sundays I have a rest. Watch this space. We are looking at possibly recording outdoor real life runs, so if you fancy running in the woods or on the coast path, hopefully we will have a recording on the virtual FMR channel that you can watch whilst running on the treadmill. I believe Stephen's already picking himself up a camera to try it out. It would be nice, I hope you can still hear me because mine's cut out again. Yeah, we're back. It would be nice to record various park runs. I think would be quite good. If I get myself one of these cameras, I'll try and work my way around all the Cornish park run sites, put them on the channel. There'll be no talking in it. We'll just run the routes. Running park run routes would be quite good because we can put them on the channel. If you haven't been there before or would like to see what it's like, you can watch it or run along with it. So watch this space. Coming soon to virtual FMR. Lap 2, 6:33, Tina. My earbud just told me. Yes, good idea, Tina. Yeah, the plan is just to start it wearing it on your head or your chest, pointing forwards, and record the route. I think they have about 30 minutes of battery, so a park run would be ideal. I would probably break down my coast path routes into 30-minute segments. However, there might be a battery pack that you can plug into them to keep it going a bit longer, which would be handy. "500 metres to go on this next section to the next arch. As it says on screen, halfway through this kilometre. Stay relaxed and keep on going. Woohoo! Seb has an Insta360. I think that's what Stephen's just got. I think that's the link of the device he sent me. I'll have to see what I can sell. See if I've got anything I can sell to fund it. Unless we get an FMR company edition, which we can loan from loan services occasionally. Is Stephen here tomorrow, Tina, or is he already gone on his Easter break? Or was that just for the weekend? Tina's not making any suggestions. We'll leave that there. Stephen is here tomorrow and Thursday, so tomorrow at 6:30 PM UK time, Stephen will be here live streaming Workout Wednesday, and he will also be here Thursday live streaming My Whoosh 5K. And I think Tina and myself will be here on Friday for Bag That Badge at 6 PM. Drop Paul a ride on. There you go, Paul. Right on. Good work, everyone. Stay strong. The Beacon group is approaching halfway. It's entirely up to you, Tina. Tina said I could change Friday's run to 5 PM UK time, just like this one. Whatever suits you. I'm all right Fridays. 5 or 6 is fine by me on a Friday. Let me know and I'll set the live stream up for that time. Tina says, okay, we won't move it. Mr. C will be cross. So on Friday at 6 PM UK time, we will live stream the Bag That Badge run to virtual FMR. Tina's leading, I think. Am I sweeping? Quick heart rate check. See what's going on. 130 on the chest. 128 on the wrist. Cheers, Rob. Rob says 12% incline is solid. It is. Here we go. Stepping up again to 6.5 kilometers per hour. Maintaining 12% elevation, which will give us 500 meters plus by the end of the event. This is one of 2 Film My Run 500 sessions a week, one being on Tuesday, the other being Thursday at 5 PM UK time. funny voice in my ear just come on again. Lap 3. What Hayward's doing? Film my run 250. So he's running at 6% tonight to keep the heart rate down. Rob always gets some fun math conversions when he comes and joins us here on the Film My Run. As we run in kilometres, Rob runs in miles, obviously. Tina says that sounds very sensible, Paul. Running at 6% incline. Rob says, we all have the correct system. Cheers, Rob. However, when I drive around in my car, outside, it's all in miles. When I'm running, it's in kilometres. Unless you're running a 100-miler, and then it changes back to miles again. The heart rate steadily climbing. Doing alright, still under 140. About a kilometre and a half to go. Tina recommends us running 0 to 0% incline tonight. Highly recommended. Tina's going outside tonight. I hope this weather doesn't move up to you before your run, Tina. It is pretty horrendous out there tonight in Cornwall. Hoping it's gone tomorrow morning so I can fix the roof at work. Stop the water coming in. At the moment, it's about 3 buckets catching the drips. I had to tell the staff to make sure to empty the buckets throughout the night. So, think about your form at this stage. Stay relaxed. Breathe nice and steady. Stand tall, relax your shoulders. Stay up in the balls of your feet. Spring up that hill. Ooh, Tina says it is raining where she is right now, but it should stop in the next 20 minutes or so. So she will be joining her in real life running club members. We'll get outside tonight. Probably run somewhere between 5 and 10k, I'm guessing. Just over 500 metres left of this section of the run. A 10 miler, 10k I'm guessing. 10k hilly tonight, or a 10 hilly k, I can see it now. Ain't got my glasses on. A 10 hilly k. Hello, my name's 10 hilly k. I like that. Yeah. I was asking if it's the cows in the fields telling Tina that the rain is going to stop in 20 minutes. They're all starting to stand up, which means it should be finishing soon. Tina says, no, Paul, silly. I have an app. icy weather. Time for a heart rate check and form, everyone. So, 135 on the wrist, 139 on the chest. So the wrist is reading about 5 beats per minute lower, which isn't too bad. But if I can get the chest strap working with the watch more reliably, I think I'll wear the chest strap to a park run. I have tried using the chest strap on a couple of runs, but I was getting interference, so I obviously didn't set it up right. Actually turned out worse. Paul's only at 113%. Is that elevation, Paul? So he's going to up it a little bit. So he makes 250 by the end. Strange lady's voice in my ear again. What's the distance? Distance is 4.06 on the watch. Hey? 1 minute. Distance is just over 4 kilometers on the watch. In game, 2.77. I think I remember that actually. I think it's because we're running uphill on the treadmill. The watch doesn't realise, and it's calculating it as per my height and speed. So when we're running elevation on the treadmill setting on the watch gets a little bit confused. Tina says, Clive, your watch is rubbish. I know. What's it doing, Tina? I remember my old Fenix 6 Pro did this. So I changed it and bought an Enduro 2 and everything was good. I thought, oh, it was the watch. And now I've had this one for about the same amount of time, a couple of years, and now this one's doing it. So they programmed to get rubbish after a couple of years, so you upgrade. Expensive hobby this, isn't it, running? What happened to the days where it's just a pair of trainers and shoes? A pair of plimsolls. Paul Hayward's watch also says 4 kilometres, so there you go. It's because we've got incline on the treadmill pull. We're confusing the watch. That's right, I feel a bit better now. Here we go then, next arch inbound. Going up to 7 kilometres per hour for the final 1,000 metres. Up we go. Try and stay light on your feet. Spring up that hill. Stand tall. Relax the shoulders. And breathe. We have arrived at kilometre 4. This is where the good stuff happens. Nice route you've chosen tonight, Tina. Thank you very much. Tina keeps check on all the events on the FMR Club in the companion app. Come and join us in the FMR Club in the companion app. She pops in, changes the routes each week, changes the times if they're incorrect. Really appreciate it, Tina. Someone's got to look after Stephen and myself. Sebastian seems to be alright by himself. He manages it all. I know Tina's quite fed up with her old iPad and iPhone doesn't run the companion app anymore as it's not supported by iOS, so she's going to have to pick up a newer one. I'm quite pleased, I shouldn't speak too soon, but the broadcasting software on the iPad tonight, which broadcasts the companion app screen to the live stream there on the right hand side, hasn't cut out tonight. For the last few weeks it's been cutting about every 5 to 10 minutes, but tonight it's remained constant. So that's one technical issue I ain't got to worry about for a minute. Paul's only got 10% battery left. Oh no, Paul, will you make it? About 900 meters to go, buddy. Tina says, oops, Paul. Oops, there it is. When you reduce the incline back to 0%, it would feel like running downhill. Oh yes. And at that point, I'll round it up to 5k for the evening. Feel like I'm stood behind a tree here. Tina says, right guys, I have to get my outdoor gear on. See you tomorrow for Workout Wednesday. Well done, and run on. Have a good evening, Tina. Enjoy your outdoor run. I hope the weather holds off for you. Just over 500 metres of this section left. Fingers crossed. Paul Haywood's 10% battery will make it to the final arch. Put your volume down, Paul. Drop your brightness down. Try and maintain that battery. Stay up on your toes and don't give up. Heart rate on the chest strap, 145. Heart rate on the wrist, 145. It's good to see. I also read somewhere on Garmin that sometimes incorrect heart rate whilst running hard can be a result of your cadence and your body shaking confuses the watch. And Garmin says there's nothing that can be done about it. So you think, oh cheers. However, it's not always been wrong. Mind you, I can't ever remember it being correct when running fast outside, so maybe it is my wobbling bones that's causing incorrect cadence and confusing the watch to think it's heart rate. Right, Paul. We're getting it done. Well done, everyone. Awesome work. I will be back here again on Thursday. Just a message for the in-game runners. So we're currently 8 out of 18 runners tonight. Nice to have so many with us on this Tuesday afternoon. Paul's got his fingers crossed he'll make it to the end. It's getting closer, Paul. Just under 100 metres now to the next arch. And then a final 200 at the end. One last check of form before we do the last bit. Stand tall, relax your shoulders. Stay up on the balls of your feet. Keep your breathing nice and relaxed. Well done, good work, Paul. Thank you for joining me tonight here on the virtual FMR channel and in game. Always a pleasure to run with you. This bit always picks my heart rate up a bit. Here we go then. 10 metres to the penultimate arch. Here comes the final speed increase to 8 kilometres per hour. Up we go. Thanks for meeting us, Paul. If your battery dies, see you again tomorrow. Heart rate 150, 151, 152. 153. 150 on the wrist. 'Good work, Paul. See you later, buddy. There we go. Incline back down to 0. Maximum heart rate 153. Happy with that? Oh, 200. 524 meters of elevation. Complete. Paul says, oh, that's by Tino on it. So, we're going to bring it back down to 0% elevation, bang it up to 10 kilometers per hour. Just to shake out the legs at the end, gently bring the heart rate down. So a maximum heart rate of 153, I'm happy with that. Just after Christmas, we were hitting 165 easily on that event, and now we're just hitting 153, so there is an improvement. The heart rate is coming down with consistency, sticking to my training plan. Currently at the moment I run a My Whoosh interval session, a gentle interval session on a Monday, Film My Run 500 on a Tuesday, Workout Wednesday hard interval session on a Wednesday, Film My Run 500 on Thursdays with a gentle 5k My Whoosh run on completion, bag that badge on Fridays, and then Saturday mornings I go out for a hard effort at park run. And that's week in, week out at the moment. Once we get closer to June, July, I will be doing long runs as well on a Sunday, maybe picking up a bit more distance in the week. But for the minute, we're going to keep it like this. Heart rate now 130 on the chest strap, 134 on the wrist. So on the wrist, just seems to be behind a bit all the time. So we're going to have a shower now, I think. Change into some nice warm clothes. Have me dinner. We'll maybe go down and do the chickens and ducks first. Put them away, lock them up for the night. Come back, have me dinner. And sit down with the family. Have a chat and watch some TV. And then off to bed around 10 PM. Back up again at 6:30 in the morning. And it all starts again. Well done, Paul. Paul safely saved the workout with 4% of battery left. Good pacing, Paul, good pacing. So Paul's got his 500 metres, oh no, was it Paul, 250? 250 metres of elevation in this evening. Well done, Paul. It's nice to do a steady hill session a couple times a week. Helps build that leg strength. $200 metres left here for me to complete 5k. That's alright, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for running with me, buddy. Joining the workout, following the live stream. We'll see you again tomorrow. Oh, 126 on the wrist, 126 on the chest. So it does work. Paul reckons he could manage 8% incline next time. Nice one, Paul. Nice one. And if you keep at it, over the weeks, the coming weeks, you'll find yourself slowly touching up a little bit each week. Set yourself a goal, 12% by the end of the year. I'm sure you'll do it before then. There we go. 5k complete on this wet, windy, cold, stormy Tuesday evening at Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. Complete. Hit the stop button. There we go. Well done everyone that took part tonight. Good work, Paul. Thank you for joining us in the live chat, Paul, Tina, Rob. Always good to have company during these runs. And anyway, yes, we will be back here tomorrow on Virtual FMR with Stephen Cousins at 6:30 PM UK time tomorrow evening for Workout Wednesday. Stephen will be in Group A. I will join him in Group A tomorrow, I think, unless I'm feeling knackered after work. But yeah, see you tomorrow on the channel and in game. Let's save this run, shall we? Let's hit menu, hit run. There we go, maximum heart rate tonight, 153. So I'm happy with that. Definitely coming down. We'll save that to the FMR Club in the companion app. And that's me done. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you again back here tomorrow. Stay safe, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.